Meghan Markle has well and truly embraced the life of a royal. Overnight, she and fiancé Prince Harry had another public appearance, this time at a radio station. Our royal reporter Neil Shawn is in London and has all the details. Hello! Great to see you, Neil. Well, the happy couple got a proposition while visiting the radio station. What exactly happened?
Oh, listen, first of all, let me say Happy New Year to everybody. You know, it's lovely to see you all again. And Angie, likewise. Lovely to see you, obviously. A former international sex kitten from Sky News that we worked together. I remember it well.
We have known each other for quite a while. And now I'm a Channel 10
It's all coming
sex
out now. Yes. Now, listen, let me tell you, down at Brixton today in South London, freezing day down there, right? And, of course, the gorgeous Prince Harry and Meghan popped along to see this very trendy radio station, right, called Represent. It is a big deal there, actually, because they've done really some sterling work for people who don't get a chance maybe to work in media, you know, work in sort of radio, all that sort of stuff. They've done incredibly well. And just before Christmas, they arranged this meeting. And when I went down there today, I have to tell you, it was like a Madonna fan convention. Everybody screaming, everybody went nuts, because everybody really just wants to see Meghan. She has got that pulling power. But yes, this cheeky guy, right, Mr. Letfield, he basically slipped in this card and said, look, if you're looking for a DJ for the wedding, give me a call. It was a good move on him, you know what I mean? Very good move on him.
I like that a lot.
I like that. You've got to promote yourself.
Absolutely.
Now, Neil, speaking of Meghan, not all members of the royal family think her and Harry are a good match, do they?
Well, no. you know what it's like, though? You can't pick your family, can you? You know what I mean? You sort of get in with a partner, and there's always somebody in the family that doesn't quite like your choice, right?
Yeah, it's
now,
called my mum.
what we can tell you, we have to be rather careful. We have to be very careful how we phrase this. But one particular senior royal, who may have been described as pushy herself, is not too keen. And I think what that is, I mean, the girls will understand this more, actually. It's kind of like there's a new sort of star on the block, you know? And every time somebody joins the firm, your star goes further down. And then what happened was at Christmas, what happened at Christmas at Sandringham, they have this, you know, obviously this hunt on Boxing Day. And that's the thing, you know, the guys go on the hunt, the women sit there knitting and looking forlorn, you know? And so basically, Meghan didn't... You know, Queen's dishing out the Monopoly cards, do you know what I mean? And the thing is, so basically what happened was that, you know, Meghan didn't want Harry to go on the hunt, so he didn't. And so now...
Wow. On him. Shock horror.
And then another senior royal thinks he's just under the thumb. Don't know who that could be, but he might be Greek. You get me?
Oh, he's in love.
Yes.
Wow.
But it's such... I love it all. I just think it's fantastic. And what also we so enjoyed yesterday was seeing the picture of little Princess Charlotte heading off to preschool.
Oh, yes.
She looks so cute. But you've also got some info on her brother George's time at school.
Oh, gosh, you're going to love this story. Now, I have to say, didn't Princess Charlotte... Look, now, I'm not into kids, do you know what I mean? I'm to children what Joan Crawford is to childcare, you know? So it's not really, you know, for me. It's, you know, you go and do these stories and you think, oh, yeah, right. But I thought she looked so beautiful on the stairs, you know? She looked really cute and everything. And I like the way that Kate had done the pictures, you know? I think that's really nice. That she's such a proud mum. She's doing the pictures, putting them out there. But, yeah, you're going to love this because where Prince George goes to school, I think we all want to go to this school. It's St Thomas's in Battersea. Rather expensive, let me tell you. But it's the menu that you get for lunchtime. You get a choice of vegan, vegetarian, you know, gluten-free. And it's not like, you know, when you go with your tin and you've got like a Marmite sandwich and an apple. Nothing like that here. But apparently... And then they encourage the children to get involved cooking, you know, their favourite things. But you don't really get sweets. There's one thing that I thought was a little bit strange. It's a mixture of something and beetroot, and it's like a brownie, and you think, oh, please. Like you'd want that, you know, get out the Snickers.
Yes.
But yeah, a nice treat if you're a prince.
They should all just be eating, you know, veal and foie gras like the rest of us. Now, Sean, today is Kate Middleton's birthday. How will she be celebrating?
Well, not like me. I normally sit at home blowing out candles on my own and listen to Streisand records. But the thing is, she, of course, is 36 years old today, right? And I think she, you know, when you see her in the flesh, photographs really don't do her justice. She is very beautiful, you know, up close. It's incredible, really, that it doesn't come over as much on pictures. But yeah, they're basically having a very private sort of party together. I tell you what I like about this, though. According to my very good sources, this is the only one time of the year, and a lot of women will relate to this, girls, where she lets Prince William do the cooking. I guess it's because of the mess that guys leave in the kitchen afterwards. So they're making a small meal together, having a bit of a small party. But one of the stories that you read about tomorrow that will come out in the press is that her birthday card was made by Prince George, because he's done it with little felt and arts and crafts and stuff. Isn't that nice?
Oh, I love that. Oh, I can't get enough of the royals. And Neil, just a little bit more. We just keep going. You've got some news about Princess Diana, a musical?
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if I'd want to see that. No. You know, I think it's... I love, you know, the whole Diana thing. But I come away and I think, oh, who'd really want to watch this? But what happened was 2 writers here in England got together and they've written some songs. They've got a plot together, obviously. And they had 2 Saudi backers who have now pulled out of this thing. So they're kind of looking to, like, a Gary Barlow of Take That to see if they can get him on board to try and take this musical forward. Maybe even get this a TV show to cast the role of Diana. And I think, you know, it's a bit like Marilyn Monroe. There's only one Marilyn Monroe, there's only one Princess Diana. You know, you can't really replicate it, can you?
Wow, that is possibly the dumbest idea I've ever heard in my entire life.
It does sound slightly vulgar. Neil, just finally going back to Meghan and Harry, any word on who is and isn't invited to the wedding?
Well, for sure, Sir Elton John. I mean, you know, let's just get that out there. Elton John will be at this wedding. Him and Prince Harry are very, very close. But here's when it gets a little bit political, because, you know, they don't necessarily have to invite President Trump, right? But it would seem bad protocol not to send an invite to, of course, the President of the United States. But I'm beginning to get this sort of feeling that perhaps maybe even President Trump might feel that he might not be that welcome. So perhaps Melania, who I think is gorgeous, by the way, fabulous-looking lady, I think she could be invited to represent him at the wedding in May. So I think that would be the clever move around that. But politically, they don't, you know, protocolally, really, should I say, they don't have to invite him. But I think it would be a bit of a snub if you invite other, you know, leaders. But how's that going to work if they invite the Obamas? Can you imagine?
Yes.
Could be tricky.
Very awkward.
Why can't they just
invite Oprah? Yes.
I think ahead.
Oprah and Melania.
That'd be a diplomatic incident.
I think it'd be great. I think Donald Trump could come to the wedding. He could give Harry a few hair care tips about, you know, if he starts to go a bit thin on top, the Donald said, hey, I got the perfect skills, you just sort of comb it up and you'll be fine, kid. You're looking great.
Neil, Sean, love seeing you, as always.
A real
Thank
pleasure.
you so much.